What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Raven with a Mind Through Good Master. The last episode was a perfect episode, winning a game in every single matchup, and it was all very convincing. Especially the long TVZ we played was almost perfect, the best one we've played yet. And now our MMR is at an all-time peak, almost 4.9k, getting very, very close to that 5k dream. Let's begin. First game of the day is against a Grandmaster Protoss, and as you can see, guys, my MMR is actually higher than the Grandmaster Protoss, so I did indeed not lie about being Grandmaster MMR if you guys had any doubts. Now, I actually looked at my win rates, and I noticed that in this season, I've only lost a single game against Protoss so far, which I would say that's pretty surprising. If I would have guessed beforehand, I would think that Protoss was going to be subscribed to his Instagram. Why? And why is he also called Mark with a C? I mean, if he's gonna promote himself, at least I want to know why. If he doesn't give me a good reason, maybe I'll censor that to spite it. Yeah, okay. That is... I don't think anyone wants to see that, my friend. All right. I Grandmaster Protoss it is. I think I'm going to give him the treatment. I'm going to go for the factory proxy. Honestly, guys, I'm just going to keep doing this build. It's just very funny. I'm going to keep doing this. I hope I don't have to censor it. I guess I'll have to look at the YouTube guidelines because that is actually pretty funny. God, I'm actually out of it a little bit now. I'm going to give him the treatment. I'm going to keep doing this proxy factory build until it just doesn't work at all anymore. Now, I hope I didn't accidentally send this SCV in the probe path. Now, probe should probably go this way, right? So I am not going to see it. Maybe I should just blur out the link so you guys can't accidentally look it up. I know you guys. At least one of you is going to be curious. We can't have that happening. I should have had my gas a little earlier, by the way. If you look at my gas count now, you can see that I cannot quite afford my factory yet, so that's a slight mistake, but I guess in the end that's just gonna mean that we will expand faster. So yeah, is it really that big of a deal? I don't think so. I feel like so far it's not like the Widow Mine push from the main base and the bunker rush sync up completely, right? So I guess if the factory is a bit later, it might actually make the sync up a little better. The biggest problem that I see is that the Widow Mines will not do as much damage if it's delayed. Now, we are going to kill this probe, which is quite nice. Almost for free. We're going to take one tickle to the face. Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it actually is, by the way. If your Marine gets hit once, same goes for SCVs, you get 2 shot by an Adept instead of 3. So that is actually something you have to consider, right? Like, you don't want your Marine to get hit by an Adept because then, or by a probe, because then it dies faster than the Adept later on. It's the same with Oracles, by the way. Like, if a probe starts harassing your SCV or your Oracle, even just once, then you can already start being a little skeptical, like, why is he hitting all of my workers one single time, you know? Like, if they would go full Trier, they could also bring it down to 20 HP, but that's obviously a pretty rare case. I think I'm going to go for the 4 Marine and then the Reactor. I don't really need more than that. I'm going to go across now. And I will use the SCV that I have over here to build the bunker. Hopefully I don't accidentally show that. I could totally see myself doing that, by the way. I feel like I've definitely done that before. So I'm going to have these. My SCV is going to die to an Adept, which is annoying, you would think, but that's also going to make this attack I'm doing a lot more efficient. Looks like he's not paying attention here. This is going to be a massive probe shot. I know exactly which one to target, and there we go. Now, I guess his Adepts went back home. I'm not 100% sure. He didn't keep his unit there, but he does have a battery. This is incredibly weird. Now he's going to go back. I saw him do the shade. I don't really mind about this bunker too much. It's mostly a distraction. This Widow Mine is going to pop off again. Here we go. Sadly, the Widow Mines are a little bit easier to counter now. I do have to cancel this. Let's cancel that now. There we go. I'll go in again with these Marines. Let's see. I'm going to move this just slightly. Actually, there might be a chance that I can get my Widow Mine on top of this ram. That'd be really nice. I can't really kill anything under this battery. Oh, I baited him out quite nicely. That's going to be 2 down already. I have another one building as well. I'm allowed to make 1 Marine because I only have 4. I'm going to be able to kill that battery. There we go. Get another probe. Okay, he has an Immortal, guys. That means that he's going to have a super hardening timing attack. Going to be another Widow Mine in the mineral line over here. The Immortal's probably going to make sure that dies in time. It's still a really good distraction, by the way. So I'm going to keep it for a little bit. I don't want it to take that much damage that it's like instantly burning, but a little bit is always okay. I don't have any Marines left, so I can go back up to 5. I need to make another bunker over here. And once again, this has been a pretty cool timing attack. Like, it's never really bad. It's like either I've killed the players with this or it just looks decent, right? I feel like we haven't had it yet that it actually looks actively bad. Now I'm gonna put 2 Marines up here, I think. That makes a little more sense. Immortal is actually quite scary, by the way, because auto turrets, I've been complaining about them that they're already weak. Immortals are not going to die to an auto turret. In fact, they're gonna kill them in like 2 shots. I think maybe even literally. I don't know how much HP the auto turret has now since the nerfs, but it might actually die in 2 shots to an immortal. Gonna try to lift this one more time. He is, yeah, gonna use his immortal most likely to just do a significant amount of damage there. I'm not gonna have the factory to make widow mines at home. That could potentially be a little problematic later on. Let me switch that marine over here as well. And this, wait, this is so dumb, but I'm gonna drop a mule here to repair this. Just because I'm insane. Okay, he did remake that battery, unfortunately, for us. He's going to go for a Robo Bay, which is actually not the best choice, so that's nice. I think I made 2 Marines too many, yeah. God, I don't want to use these, actually. I feel like if I use these, I'm cheating. I'm going to put them in that bunker, so they're going to be inactive. Here we go. I'm going to drop 2 auto turrets over here. Maybe I can target the prism. I'll make sure to target the observer first, as whatever I can get. And now I have to pull my workers. If I can ever get the prism, that'd be massive. The prism is starting to get low on HP, guys. Need to be. Oh, he's bringing it back. It's a massive mistake. I think that might have been a misclick there. Those Marines are not allowed to be used, so I'm going to hide them in the corner over here. Actually, I lost Marines already. Yeah, I guess I can put them in the bunker now. They would have built again in this time anyway. So there we go. That is back. I do have a widow mine here. That mule surprisingly healed that all the way to full. I really didn't know it would do that, to be honest. And now, in the midst of me not using my Marines because I don't want to cheat, I think we have survived the onslaught. I'm really not quite sure what the position of this game is at this point, to be honest, but I guess we'll see. Let's just make sure I target some probes instead of the Stalker. Should be able to get... Oh, that Immortal is going to end that dream very fast, of course. Guess I'll just put some Widow Mines over here. My opponent does not have a Prism anymore, and he did lose a lot of units. He's not going to be able to kill that Raven. And we are in a very, very strange position, that is for sure. I'm going to get that barracks off of the reactor now. I'm not going to need that again. I'll probably just put another Widow Mine over here, and that's going to be it, to be honest. You know what? I'm going to make another Widow... Or another... I was going to say Widow Mine factory instead of just factory. Like, that's the only thing I can build. But I need more Widow Mines to hold a potential attack, that is for sure. I could also get another factory or another starport right away. I don't have a 3rd command center yet, by the way, so it's definitely looking a little bit dry when it comes to the production facilities. Let's get an auto turret over here. That should be doing a little bit of damage at least. That is nice. He's going to chase me with his units, so I'm just going to drop... I can make sure to drop a lot of auto turrets at once. I think it's going to be a good idea. Let's just target down as many probes as I can. Here we go. There's going to be a lot of probes dying, by the way, guys. Look at that. That is beautiful. He doesn't have a Stargate yet, so he can't actually reach these. Now, the biggest problem is that I still don't have an expansion, so... Yeah, my economy is just terrible. It's not even regularly bad. It's actually just terrible. I'm mostly afraid of him still making... a Stargate at some point, because these, like, normally with my economy, this is fine, but these Ravens are pretty much trapped here, and these would die so fast that I wouldn't be able to rebuild them very fast. He's gonna lose 5 million probes to these couple auto turrets. He's also gonna lose a bunch of probes to this one, including the Observer as well, I think. Maybe I can drop some auto turrets with these Ravens over here. That'd be nice. He has a Colossus, which really is not the most useful unit here to have, honestly. These auto turrets are still gonna pop off. Now, I really need a freaking planetary at the front, because his counterattack is going to be brutal. Absolutely freaking brutal. Gonna burrow these Widow Mines in each path. Let's see. Is the counterattack going on yet? He doesn't actually have that many units, you know? Like, his army is not that devastating, at least not in terms of size, but it just has strong units. Let's see. Are these Widow Mines going to be able to get the job done? I don't know. I do have 3 starports. Let's see. I'm going to try get in one more time. Is his army still there? It looks like his army did move out at this point, but maybe I can pull him back one more time. That would be ideal. Gonna make this a planetary now. I'm also gonna make this a planetary deeper in my natural than usual. But I feel like that's going to be useful. I'm going to try kill that. He finds my soon-to-be planetary. Can't really do anything about this, to be honest. This one Immortal is going to make this so much harder, because the Immortal will just destroy my stuff so freaking fast. Let's see. Maybe I can actually save this one, you know? I know it seems a little crazy, but I feel like maybe I can actually save this one. Like, if this planetary finishes, it is always going to be really quite good, right? He's now currently surrounded by this soon-to-be planetary. I need to get my Widow Mines closer. It is going to finish. Let's see if I can get these in range of the Immortal. And it looks like we have bought enough time. The Widow Mine is going to shoot the Immortal, which is massive. The planetary is still getting hits off on the units as well. And it looks like we are going to clean up his army entirely. I'm barely running out of auto turrets, so I can't kill the stuff. That Immortal is going to die. And we have survived the most important attack of the game. And that is absolutely huge. I was rallying my SCVs across the map all this time. Just because, yeah, I can't even think of a fake reason for that. You guys know it was a mistake, obviously. It's not like I was going to lie about it, but I was like, if I can be a little funny, I might as well take the opportunity, but I actually couldn't think of anything. Realistically, my brain is getting absolutely fried by all the craziness that's going on. I feel like it's one of the most Mark things ever that I legit focused on not using those 2 Marines earlier, and it took so much extra brain energy that I actually feel kind of fried right now. Now let's see what we have. Dude, did he actually only have like 1 gateway all the time? I didn't do that much damage, did I? I guess the early attack... What the hell are you guys doing? The early attack was pretty devastating still. Yet this build is really... It's been surprising me every time, even though I already know it's good. Now, let's see. I have 18 Ravens. That is about as many Ravens as I have IQ points. I guess I'm going to try split the Widow Mines again. I feel like keeping my Widow Mines around my bases on ramps is always going to be quite useful. This way, I should cover the entire map, at least when it comes to entrances to my bases. I'm going to get a couple extra depots here. Get SCV over there. SCV count is currently 82. I should be able to cancel this Nexus pretty fast. I believe I need like 5 auto turrets for this. Actually, it's a little more. I dropped like 8 and it was barely not enough. Okay, I didn't think I needed that many, but apparently I do. Then I'm going to drop a couple more auto turrets over here. He is going to sadly find out that I have a planetary on each side. And I don't think he's going to be very happy with this, guys. I can guarantee you that much. He's not going to get through the planetary with Stalker. Stalker's really not the best unit against planetaries to have. I'm going to make sure to focus that one down. Wait, he does have a Phoenix? Where the hell is the Stargate then if he has a Phoenix? I guess he probably built it in his natural then. Oh, there it is. He does actually have a Stargate. He's still not going to kill that. Let's see. I'm actually really surprised he's not coming back, by the way. He's going to lose every single probe. Like, literally. If he doesn't, you know, come back with these Phoenixes, I think. Can I do anything about this? I don't think so. I need to stop rallying my workers. I guess I can use these instead. Get this one over here. This one is still going to keep surviving. I think I might have accidentally baited his Phoenix or something because the Phoenix is gone. He's losing his army to the freaking planetary in the meantime, which is absolutely beautiful. And now we're going to go on the chase. It looks like he was on A move, so he is going to lose that one Colossus. I'm going to saturate this gas, and now I'm going to surround him with auto turrets. He's going to blink this way, but Ravens are here to greet him, and he's going to lose most of the Stalkers. They're going to survive on pretty low HP there. Let's see. Should be able to kill at least another one. There we go. Oh, he did have another base. Oh, no, he's actually still just building this. I was wondering, like, he shouldn't be able to, you know, he shouldn't have had the money to make a new base, but apparently he did. I guess he did cancel the base, so he only needed 100 extra minerals, but I kind of figured he would have spent it on something else, to be honest. So that base is going to be a cancel. I think most likely he's going to try to use a battery overcharge here, but it's not going to work because I can just target it down. He's going to lose the probes here pretty fast. I have a bunch of Widow Mines as well that I can leapfrog forward. Maybe I should just focus on killing this base first of all. I feel like that is going to be a good idea. Now, I have to admit, guys, after what this guy wrote in the early game, like, I blocked him, right? But I'm very tempted to look at the replay to see if he wrote something else, because I feel like someone like that probably writes other stuff than just follow me on Instagram or whatever he wrote, right? So, you see, okay. Oh my god, that actually, the splash damage on my Ravens was going to be pretty massive there. He's going to lose these couple last Phoenixes as well, and there we go. A beautiful game. 114 SCVs and 22 Ravens. It was the first game, right? Sometimes I get a little confused. This was the first game of the day, and it was a really good warm-up game. In fact, this was more than a warm-up game. I feel like our TVP still looks really, really strong, and I'm still of the opinion that this build is absolutely freaking awesome with the proxy factory. Let's go for another game. Second game of the day is against Wither, a 4.759k Terran player. Not quite sure why I felt like being so specific, but it is pretty similar to my MMR, about 150 MMR lower. So we are at our peak right now, so it's not quite fair, you know, to compare my peak to but for him might be his average or even below average, of course. Now, the last game was quite nice. I think it was the last episode or maybe a couple episodes ago already where I mentioned that I really would love to invent a build like that TVP build for TVT, but sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. I did really like the build where I went for the super early scout with the reactor first. I actually think I would like to do that again. That felt quite nice. Going for a reactor first, having the extra marines extra fast, that is actually kind of a banger. But it is very greedy to play reactor first, so we're going to have to go for the early scout. Now, let's see. I don't think there is any situation where I could actually go for a one gas build. Like, keep in mind, I can make Widow Mines and Ravens. In the other matchups, well, TVP, maybe I need to play double gas as well, right? Or this weird proxy factory build that I'm doing. But in TVZ, I actually need the economy, and I don't need the Widow Mines or Ravens that fast. So I can kind of go for a one gas expand. But in TVT, I can make 5 Marines and a Reaper only. I am not really defending anything with that if I don't have, you know, freaking a lot of Marines right away. And then the Widow Mines as well after. So I'm going to go for the SUV scout to confirm my opponent's not proxying. It is actually possible that he is still proxying, but then it would be the 1 barracks at the home, 1 barracks proxied version, which I guess it's always going to be a little tricky to scout that, to be honest. Like, I could check around my base a little bit, but this thing could actually be anywhere. I'll just kind of guess a little bit where it could be. If I don't see it, so be it. Now, I'm going to make my factory a little close to my barracks. This is a thing I do wrong quite often, actually, is I'll build my factory in Tokyo and I need to fly it all the way over to freaking Amsterdam. Because I just didn't think about the future of my add-ons, I suppose. Now, let's see. Do we start with a Reaper? I don't think we do. I think I'm going to open with 2 Marines first. I'll make the Reaper after. Sometimes I wonder if I should skip units for the base or not. If I don't skip units now, then the base is going to be a little late. The factory will finish, so then I have to decide between skipping the Widow Mine or not, which is probably even more painful. If I do skip the units, now I will probably die to the second proxy barracks build, right? So those are, yeah, it's a hard decision to make, but I always do say about TVT, in TVT you can never be entirely safe. You can be so good that you can micro your units to safety, but realistically, build-wise, from a theory perspective, you're never actually going to be truly safe. So I think it's okay to play it like this. Then I have 4 Marines on the front. They should be able to deal with 2 Reapers and a Hellion. Widow Mine barely not going to arrive at the jump-up spot in time, but he is going to sacrifice his Reapers fully by going into the base, so this is actually okay. I'm going to move away with this. This is a little risky, but I'm going to move away with these. Let's see. Oh, he's actually... No, he's not going to try. I was wondering. It is a little scary on ping. It's actually pretty hard to catch Reaper sometimes, so I was worried I would mess it up on ping there. But in the end, it was okay. I think we lost... Yeah, I don't even know. An SCV or 2. A little bit of mining time for 2 Reapers. Really not the biggest deal ever. And that is also going to allow me to play double starport in peace without really having to worry about being scouted. I do want to keep at least 1 Widow Mine on top of my ramp. My economy is not exactly where I want it to be. With me losing those couple SCVs and now spending 2 more SCVs on making the starports, but I guess it could be worse. What I'm missing now is pretty much 4, well, honestly 100 Widow Mines, but 4 Widow Mines first of all, because I want 2 for Cyclone drops, because Cyclone drops are so popular. I really want to be able to deal with that, but I just don't have enough units right now. Just going to split 2 Widow Mines in front of his base. I'll send 2 over there. These 4 Marines can hopefully at least deny the Cyclone drop from entering my base. Yeah, I mean, really, I don't think you can ever be truly safe. So I'll just try to cover all of my bases as much as I can. That's pretty much all you can do, right? Especially when you have such a limited challenge. So I'm going to send 2 over here. I killed 2 Marines. I guess he saw them pretty early and then he just sacrificed, 2 Marines to, let them pop off. But that's really not that bad for me, considering he didn't kill them. Like, it's actually quite nice, I have to say. So I'm going to reposition these Widow Mines. The Cyclone drop, he just decides to go over the middle of nowhere, finds my exposed mineral line, and this is very, very, very bad. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, honestly, this is the most random arbitrary path for the Cyclones ever. Wait, guys. Oh my god, dude, he almost, I thought he was gonna fly over the freaking Widowbite for a second. Like, that was the most random arbitrary path ever, and it was the perfect decision, and now we're going to be in trouble. Now, let's see. If I can get the medevac, that'd be so brutal. I think I am gonna be able to get the medevac. Wait, how is that not? Don't tell him. Oh, nice. He actually forgot his Cyclones. God, I think it happens a surprising amount where we're in a position where we should be freaking dead, but then the opponent, for some reason, their brain kind of explodes. Like, I have actually some inhuman plot armor or something. Like, they're about to win. Those two Cyclones could have tortured me towards the end of the game. I promise you, if I were playing against Clem there, which obviously I will never get to that MMR with this challenge, right? Because Clem is like 7k. But if I was playing against Clem, I would literally lose to those two Cyclones alone. And I'm not kidding. I would actually lose everything I have. Auto turrets wouldn't do anything. Widow mines would be dodged forever. Like, that would just be it. Now, oh, this seems like he might be attacking me at the front already. Exactly. He has a couple of siege things. I might have to bring this back home. Let's see. He's going to siege a little early. I think I'm going to try shoot the tank with both the Widow Mines. That is a decent idea. So tank number 1 is down already. Widow Mines are going to come back. This is one... Oh, that's a bad auto turret. Actually, it's very nice for me. This is one of the builds that you cannot typically defend very well with this challenge, because it's just a very early tank push. I'm going to kill the Raven. Oh, there we go. Very good start. And now that tank is going to die as well. And this was always awesome. Maybe I can get the medevac? If I get the medevac, that'd be super nice. That medevac is going to die already. The Marines are going to die now as well. And even though I have lost a bunch of SCVs and mining time and resources and yeah, pretty much everything, that is actually a pretty good survival, I would say. Like, it really looked like we could be 100% screwed, but instead... Yeah, I mean, we're kind of screwed, right? Still looks like a very winnable game to me, to be honest. Is he going to siege that? I think he's going to siege that tank. What I'm going to do is I'll move a couple of Widow Mines around, counterattack with these Ravens, buy time with my next couple of Widow Mines, and I feel like we could end up in a pretty good spot over here. He's making Reactor Vikings. I do think if he's playing like this and... he has a third command center behind it, then I think we're actually officially screwed. If he's doing this in an all-in way, there is always going to be a chance, to be honest. So let's see. Okay, there's no base there. That is awesome. Going to burrow this one in front again. And then, oh, he's actually staying home with these Vikings. That is quite all right with me. I'm going to lose a Raven for that. Oh, he is taking his third base now. That is a little painful to find out. Not going too long. Let's see. I guess he... Did he actually go home with his... Oh, he did just go home with his stuff. Huh. Maybe I can start just saturating my base then. I did make an orbital, by the way, instead of a planetary. I'm not gonna lie, that have it on autopilot, but that could have some implications for the future here, of course. Not having a planetary at that base, that means I'm gonna have to attack over and over. I've just accidentally changed up my strategy. You could even say my winning formula, because I've been doing so well with this against Terran. Now he's going to see that I have this base. I'm actually just going to burrow all the Widow Mines over here. If he walks over this absolute gorgeous minefield, that could be a very promising thing for us to come back into this game. Like, just by looking at the minimap, I can tell you guys that I'm definitely behind here, because my opponent has... a third base with a sensor tower. He has 2 Vikings. Yeah, exactly. He's making a 4th base already. Multiple turrets going down. Let's see. Okay, he's going to fight with just the Marines. That is good news for me, because those Marines I can actually kill. As you can tell, the Marines have fallen already. Now, can I escape with these? I can bring my Widow Mines over here. This is going to be one Widow Mine that's going to do a really good job. He's just going to... No, he's actually not going to tank it, surprisingly enough. And we've killed a lot of Marines and stuff over there. I need to get this... command center in front and 1 command center here to make that into a planetary as well. I mean, right now we might actually be up in supply, but we are clearly down in the rest. We're going to kill a bunch of siege tanks here, I think, guys. Look at that. There we go. 2 siege tanks down the drain already. A lot of Marines are going to fall too, and that is beautiful. Is that going to stop him from advancing? Probably not. Let's see. Oh, he's going to take the top route now. I'm going to put a couple of Widow Mines over here, put these in the retreat path. Those are going to go into the 3rd base, this into the reinforcement path as well. And that should be pretty nice. I hope this Raven is actually getting freaking repaired. He's not attacking with this yet. He's actually just losing a couple of Marines here, which is really nice. Let's see if I can do something. He's running away. It's just a couple of... oh, that is nice. It's actually just a couple of Widow Mines. The Widow Mines are going to hit again. Dude, these Widow Mines have been popping off so hard. Oh, he's landing the Vikings. That is a massive mistake. He's going to lose all of the Vikings now, too. I can maybe... Okay, no, that would be too greedy, right? I want to target the medevacs, but it's incredibly greedy to do so. And here we go. All the Vikings are going to die. Those Widowmines are actually going to make the final hit happen. Now he's going to lose the medevac as well to my next auto turret. And there we go. What a beautiful segment that was. And I'm going to turn that into a planetary, take 2 expansions out on the map. And I think we somehow have climbed back into a very good spot. I don't... Oh, man, it sucks that this... Maybe I should just make the planetary here. I think that makes more sense. This way, he can't really sneak by. Yeah, I think that does make a decent amount of sense. We'll do it this way. Now, let's see. What does he have now? I think he forgot combat shield, by the way. Don't tell him, because that's a very important upgrade. But I think he has forgotten combat shield, which is definitely quite nice for me. These ravens are extremely low on energy, so let's not be too confident with them. But any trades I can get are just going to be quite nice. Going to burrow some Widowmines over here as well. Let's see if I can get into the next base. These Marines are going to take a bit of a beating as well from these auto turrets. Here we go. A lot of units going to fall there. I can't really escape properly from this, so I think I'm going to have to go for a bit of an ugly escape in the bottom over here. I guess I'll just... Oh, he has a turret there. Okay, there's only... Wait, I actually saw... How did I see that turret before? Am I going to lose 1 Raven? I'm going to lose 1 Raven to that. Really could be worse, to be honest. Like, I'm not really going to complain about just losing 1 Raven there. That is quite nice even. I feel like I could use another factory for more Widowmines, because the Widowmines have provided us with so much value. The last couple attacks, I would have had no chance if it wasn't for those Widowmines absolutely freaking popping off. At this point, it seems like he's... I would say... in proper English, a little bit lost in the sauce, because he's just sitting, like, whenever you see someone just keep their entire army together, it kind of feels like they're trying to, regain or something. Like, why else would he not be moving at all? He just took a beating. I've wasted all of my energy in those million auto turrets, and yet he is just chilling at home. I feel like, based on how much he's chilling, I should get Interference Matrix upgraded here, because... I might actually need it at dealing with those siege tanks. Let's ready those all over here. Oh, looks like... Is he moving out? No, it's just a couple Marines. He does have 1-1 upgrades. I think it's going to be time for me to get the Raven upgrades here. The Raven and the Planetary upgrades, as I like to call them. Get a couple more command centers. 100 SCVs has been reached, which is really quite nice. See, I'm going to drop a couple turrets together with these Widowmines. So if he wants to fight, he will have to tank those Widowmines for it. Let's see, it looks like he's... Wait, how did he not get hit by those? Or did I burrow those just now? I didn't, right? They could hit so freaking hard. Like, they actually could hit so freaking hard. He's going to lose that tank, like, instantly, pretty much. There we go. That tank is going to fall. I'm going to burrow these Widowmines over here. Hopefully, I get a nice hit on the Vikings. That would be the dream. 1 Viking is going to die right away. Actually, I also thought the Vikings got 1 shot. The other game I got confused, not in this episode, but the other game I got confused that Cyclones don't get 1 shot. Now I got confused that Vikings didn't get 1 shot. Am I overrating the Widowmine a little bit because of how successful they've been in these episodes? I think I might just be. Let's see, he's not come across the map yet. At least not in... Oh, I saw him just now, right? Yeah, okay, he's right there. I think we are at the point where his army is a little invincible. Planetaries are obviously going to help out a lot, but are they going to be able to do enough? That is the question. Like, the truth is, even though I have so much stuff, he just needs to get through all of it once. And that's it. Like, he's gonna walk into my main. I won't be able to do much about it. Now, let's see. I do have Interference Matrix, but my army is actually quite small. His army is pretty gigantic, to be honest. Like, it's actually a freaking massive army. Guess I'll just use these to repair forever. And then I'm gonna go for another big... I feel like counterattack is just the best thing I can do. I don't know why that happened. Get you over here. I'll try to make some more command centers. I am gonna lose this one a little sooner than I would have liked, unfortunately. Gonna try to hide command centers over in this side as well. Is he gonna survive much longer? Probably not. 1 more... Oh, but did he just unsiege? It kind of feels like he just unsieged, didn't he? Oh, these turrets are doing so much freaking damage to my army right now. That is actually kind of disgusting. Now, let's see what I can kill here. GG is going to be called because he doesn't think he can defend the Ravens. And this was a bit of a mental explosion, I would say. I don't think that this game was looking good for us at all. I thought we were doing a really good job, but our opponent has well, I mean, I was going to say competitive income. Okay, 2,000 gas a minute. Holy crap. Not a competitive income, but a good income. His army was actually stronger than mine. I had 20 Ravens and 7 Widowmines against a big bio army with 7 tanks, 9 Vikings. I think he was getting annoyed that he was never going to break the planetaries, which, you know, at this point might be true because he actually wasn't breaking it and was going to lose his entire main base. But I think this was actually a bit of a rage quit, guys. I think he totally could have won this game. In fact, I would bet that this Terran player should win the game, but I'm going to take it. I wasn't playing the best game ever, but I'm going to take it. This is going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.